Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight, and welcome to Raider Wednesday. And this is our 18th year of the program, and glad to have Mr. Butler and members of the band in tonight. Hello, I'm Walt Ferber with proprietor John Songer, and it seems like we just started this yesterday, but it's year 18. And, you know, I think the move to YouTube was a very, very good idea. And the numbers have always been good. But the last month in year 18, they've exploded.
They certainly have, Walt. I'm very happy with what we're seeing online. And as you've said in previous comments, this is on there, and it's on there until, I guess, everything blows up or whatever happens. But you'll be able to see it 40 years, 50 years. You'll look at yourself and go, that was me?
Well, on my social media, I downloaded last year's band program if people would like to see that. So, but we're going to have a great show here tonight. And this year we've kind of expanded a little bit. We've had Raider Wednesday for 18 years now, and we started something about a month back as one of my semi-retirement jobs is as assistant sports information director at Oakland City University. And we've had a Mighty Oaks Monday where we've had the football team in, the Scott Hurst Talk Show, and we had Coach Gisele and the cross-country team in on Monday of this week. And that has gone extremely well, I think, also.
Yes, it really has, Walt. We've had good turnouts for both of those. And see here. There we go. Is that? Yep. Check. 1, 2, 3. I think we got it now. But anyway, yeah, we've had good turnouts for the OCU Mighty Oaks Mondays. Come on out. We also run that pizza buffet on those evenings also. And so if you have questions maybe about going to OCU and you want to see one of these characters up here, come on up.
That is great. Of course, this back room is full tonight, which we're very happy to see that. But if you're looking for a party, class reunion, wedding reception, it goes on and on. If you rent out this entire back room, how much does it cost?
We charge nothing to rent out the back room as long as you have enough people to bring in for us. So in other words, if you got a group of 10, we're going to set you up somewhere in here. If you have a group of about, like we had this past Saturday for the youth soccer banquet, that was about 110. They had the whole building. So we can take care of you one way or another, and we're not going to charge you anything for that use.
Fundraising, you guys can help athletic teams, bands. We're very good with the bands if you're interested there. Church groups, and I know you've got an order coming out. You guys are hitting close to 1,000 pizzas with one of the folks you've been dealing with for several years now.
Yeah, we do. We've got a group out of Evansville we've been dealing with, and that's about 800 pizzas. I know we've got a church group we're waiting on also. So, we can make quite a few. I know a few years ago for the track program, I think we ended up doing about 3,000 for them. So whether it be 50, 150, or even 1,050, we can hook you up and you can make a little money for your programs.
About parties, as we get close, it's actually getting closer than I would like to the holidays, and this place is great for a holiday get-together. It's time to get those parties reserved.
Yeah, those will be coming fast and furious, so if you've got a event, like I know a gentleman in the crowd just hit me up about a class reunion meet and greet, so that'll be a week before Thanksgiving. So, those events start kicking in pretty quick between now and the end of the year. So if you got a group you're wanting to bring in, get a hold of us and we'll take care of you.
All right, John, it is always a pleasure. I know that you're tired of hearing he and I gab. This night is for the Southridge Band. So we're going to get it started, and we're going to start it first of all by bringing up your fearless leader, the head of the Southridge Band. Let's give it up for Mr. Lanny Butler. I tell you what, pal, you're beloved. I mean, this is something. And, I've been at this for a spell. I've been living on Ferber Corner now for 40 some odd years, and been following Southridge and Southridge Band left, right, and sideways. You're not been with it quite as long as me, but you've been at it for a day or two yourself.
Yeah, that's right. We appreciate you having this over here at the Gaslight, and appreciate you being out here, Walt, interviewing everybody and talking about the band. But yeah, this is my 35th year at Southridge and 36th year of teaching this year.
Well, yeah, that's something. That's very impressive indeed. And, it has taken a while, and I've watched, and actually when you started, I was still doing some of my substituting back in the day. But you have built this band into where it has become, competition-wise, one of the top bands in Southwest Indiana.
Well, thank you. A big part of that is our community and our support that we get from our corporation. But the number one thing is always the people in it, the band, the students themselves. And, as long as I've been here, the parents have been very supportive, our band booster organization. And then, you go for a few years and it keeps going, and those people grow up, and now some of them are part of our staff, and they pretty soon their kids get in the band. And so it's kind of a cycle in a positive way. But I think the big thing always is with the community, but the number one thing is always the students. And, music is a big part of my life and so many other people's, and it's just wonderful to share it and have them be a part of that program. We hope we can keep it continuing for years to come.
Now, you do a heck of a job, but I do know you've got some staff that has been with you for a while, and they're a great deal also responsible for the Raiders' success.
Yeah, when it comes to the marching band program, certainly it's impossible to do by yourself, even though I'm the only, official director in the corporation there. But we have Mr. Eric Kindles, our percussion instructor, also our choir director, but helps out so much with our percussion, but also with everything in marching band world. And then also we have Juana Sandoval, who's our color guard instructor, which is a big part of our program as well. And then we have a few volunteers that pop in at different times, and our design team, and just a few different people over the years, and a lot of big support from the people that have been part of the program and are still somehow connected to it. And that's been, I think, a part of our biggest success is keeping that nucleus together for as long as we have, and kind of keep it rolling, even though we bring some new people in here and there. But the big part of it comes down to the students. They're the ones that got to be there every day, when it's hot, when it's cold, when it's they're tired. They're never tired, right, teenagers? And that's a big part, that they keep on coming back and working hard and putting the best in to be our best.
Yeah, that's true. And most of the time I'm up here, I'm talking about athletic teams. But as far as what I see, and I've talked to you about this before, I think what the band does in some ways, a lot of ways, is harder than any athletic program at Southridge High School. You guys don't have a lot of time off. I know you have camp and such in the summer, and you get into the fall where you perform for Raider football games, and that's the tip of the iceberg, because you're also going out and doing competitions literally almost weekly, and it never stops.
Yeah, the marching band season is a challenge for sure. When you're not a part of the marching band, you see it here and there. But as you said, we start in the summer with rehearsals and building up towards our camp at the end of July. And then from there, school starting. When school starts, we've already been at it for a little while. And then, like I said, football games, we're at the home games. Our last one coming up, senior night this Friday. And then, of course, if any possible playoffs that we might have at home, which often happens, you got a fall break coming up. A lot of times we're still involved doing something during that time. The weekends, as you said, our band contest season is all the month of September, and then here in October is kind of the postseason kind of kicks in. And you make it all the way to state finals, you're going all the way to November 8th. So it's a pretty long season, if you're to endure. And during that time, the weather changes. Everybody's going through school for 9 weeks plus. They're working. Everybody's involved with everything they're involved with. So it's a very time-consuming But I think obviously, you know, there's so many benefits from it that the students get. Some of them they don't always see in the day-by-day grind, but they do when they get through it and you look back on the program. And then after marching band, of course, we've got concert band, pep band, everything through there. As I tell people, you know, the band is the first thing you see when the school year starts, and it's the last thing you hear when you graduate. So, I mean, we're a big part of the school, whether you are involved in it or not. And that we're part about that service, but also a big part of what the education, the music education for the students as well.
And I also know this is a fact. I have seen the sign of a great program. You have a lot of your former students. They come back and they visit you, and once you're a Southridge band member, you're pretty much you're there for life.
Oh yeah, certainly. You know, like we said, we got Mr. Kendall back. I was his band director, you know, and he's in a percussion section and everything. And same thing for our color guard instructor, Juana. I mean, she went through our program, and even other people that have gone through it. And our parent volunteers, our officers. You know, some of them I was their band director. So I mean, you see that, or they've been in their band program, or they've been around the band. So yeah, that's the best thing. You know, that's the neatest part of it, I think, is that community. You know, a lot of times, you know, people think of a group. It is a family. You know, there's positives and negatives in all families. You know, blood, sweat, and tears, and we certainly have that. But in the long run, you look back, and there's so much that everybody gave to each other for the betterment of the group that they get in return as well too.
Now, when you have a band that grows and is as big as ours is, you have a big senior class, and that's the highlight when we get the kids up here. Yep. We're going to get them up here in just a little bit. 12 this year.
Yeah, 12 seniors in a small group is a big deal, as you know. So in our school for our program, so it's pretty big. You know, it's important. It's neat to see that, but then you kind of got to rebuild again after that. The next few years, that's kind of how it works. But these students have kind of been through it. You know, they were back in middle school when the COVID world started, and we all went through that unique phase of, you know, especially in our particular world, we didn't get to perform much, and even a whole year and a half of way different type of practicing, learning how to play an instrument. That was way different. And, you know, all the kids that are in it now have kind of gone through that a little bit. So I think in some ways they've experienced some things in a positive way because they've learned how to do things in a different way. But in other things, they kind of missed out on a few things as well. But they're learning from that experience. And these seniors have been through it. They've also gone through where we were in the Class D, which is the smaller class, and we've been bumped up the last 3 years. You know, they've been part of that, and that's harder. But you know, going up against bands 3 or 4 sizes bigger than you are, and it has certainly, you know, 2 or 3 times more of the staff that you do, and also the practice time and et cetera. But the one thing that I do know is excellence is what we're about, and we try to make our best, and we keep on doing that, whether we got a small group, a middle-sized group, an experienced group with a mix of younger groups. So we like that. But yeah, this senior class is a very unique group, and I think they're the reason we are where we are right now, you know, over the last few years.
Just quickly, and we're going to get the kids up here. What do we got coming up? I know we've got football coming up on Friday, but contest-wise, what do we got coming up?
Well, we're kind of ready for the ISMA season, the Indiana State School Music Association. That's what that is. This Saturday at Jasper, you can come and see us perform over at Jasper's Field at 7 p.m. And that's a nice one to get to, real close for people. You don't have to go too far away, and it's a nice field and everything. That's kind of an assessment now, the way that's set up, kind of a preparation for the regional. And the regional is next Saturday at Evansville Central, and we'll be playing, you know, at that in the afternoon with our portion. And then from there, you either advance to semi-state, which is November 1st up at Decatur Central for our class. And then from semi-state, if you make it out of there to state finals, Lucas Oil Stadium on November 8th. So we're pretty much getting close to, we're either moving on or we're almost done. And that's one of those things that's kind of a challenge to take in, I think, because when you get the reality of it, you don't know when it's your last time until it is your last time. And that's a little different. You know, you make it to state finals, you definitely know, hey, this is my last performance. So it's a little different. But each one kind of builds it up. But this group has certainly had a lot of growth this year, and they've got more in them the next few weeks. I really do believe that they got that opportunity to keep moving forward. So we're going to put our best effort in and see how it goes. But that's where we're at right now. Come and see us this Saturday at Jasper at 7 o'clock.
Okay, I am just a dumb media guy up here, but I think you guys are heading to Indy this year.
That'd be all right.
Myself,
That'd be exciting.
I do. Lanny, it is always a pleasure, my friend. It's good to see you, and I look forward to doing this again next year.
All right. Thank you very much, Walt. We appreciate all that you give back to all the South Ridge community, but especially with our band. And thanks to John for having us at the Gaslight here. And let's talk to the seniors. So seniors, come on up, line it up here. All right.
All right, the seniors making their way up to our Gaslight Pizza and Grill YouTube page. Once again, this will be premiering at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the Gaslight Pizza and Grill YouTube page. So they used to say a long time ago, what's my line? Come in and sign in, please, and make your way up to the Gaslight Pizza and Grill YouTube stage. Hello.
Hi.
Let us tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
My name is Kaitelyn Baker.
And how many years have you been in band now?
This is my 4th year.
Okay. And what instrument do you play?
I'm in color guard.
Okay, that's I have the utmost respect for what you guys do there. I am like the most unrhythmical person in the history of the universe, and what you'd have to do, it's pretty precision stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
What has been a highlight for you?
One of my biggest highlights for the last 4 years has been making it to state my freshman year. It was really something that will always stay with me. It was just an experience that I really hope everybody gets to experience.
I gotta ask you this, just as you remember back to when you were going out there on the field at Lucas Oil and you look up, and I've broadcast a few games from there, so I know how big that place is. Was it intimidating a little bit when you walked out there the first time?
It really was intimidating, like all the people and the lights and the field, the stadium itself, and where the judges were sitting, and just, it was a lot, but it was really a great experience. It really was.
How good can we be this year? I mean, you're obviously one of the leaders this year. Do you think there's a chance? I'm sure you would like to end your career at Southridge the same way you began, with a trip to Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think if we all push ourselves to be our best and all of our potential, I think we really could make it back to Indy this year. That's what I've thought every year, and sometimes we don't make it, and that's okay, but I really do think if we push ourselves and we believe in ourselves that we can make it back.
Well, I'm a believer on that, no doubt about that. I'm going to say you're one of the reasons I still, and I say this to the young folks that come up here, why I still enjoy doing this, going on my 55th year now. And I'm going to miss not having you up here on the stage, and with the great career you've had. Do you have post-graduation plans now?
I do. I'm going to go to the University of Louisville for social work.
Wow, that is really, really outstanding, actually. Do you have like a piped-in thing that you know you want to do after graduation?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Do you have a specific thing that you would like to do when you graduate, an area that you would like to work in social work?
Just working with kids, being like the person that goes into the home and does the home inspections and helps the kids and all of that.
And we need our best and brightest here. That there's no doubt about that. Is there any possibility we could get you back to Southwest Indiana?
We'll just have to see.
I like that. Great interview tonight. Thank you very much for coming up. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, we continue with our senior band members. We have 12 senior band members, and I believe we have 11 of them here tonight. We're waiting to see if the 12th makes their way in as we're signing in here in on the Gaslight Pizza and Grill stage. Coming up here and pull up a chair. And it is kind of hard to get up here. Yeah. Wait till you get to be 70. Anyway, it is great to have you here. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
I'm Carson Lee Blair.
You've got a future ahead of you. I like that. Carson, how long you been in the band?
I've been in the band since 6th grade, but I've been marching for 5 years.
Okay. And what instrument do you play?
I play the trombone and the baritone.
Okay, that's two of my favorites out there.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be smarter than I am on the trombone. I can't even get the doggone thing to make a noise. So I have the utmost respect for what you do there. As you look back at your band history, what's been a highlight?
The best part is just making friends every year. I've had like different friend groups throughout each year, and it's always a good time. So it's always fun. I like putting in the hard work because it gets you ready for the future. And yeah, always fun.
And this is a great senior bunch. I know that you are one of the leaders in that. How does it feel to be a leader this year?
I would say it's a little more difficult this year than past years because we have a lot of new people joining the band, but a lot of them have caught on really fast, and it's just been a different experience for me teaching like brand new people marching than people who have been in band for like a long time before.
Expectations. How good can we be? We're heading into crunch time. I've talked to Mr. Butler and you band folks for long enough to know this is really crunch time coming up. You think we're ready?
Like Mr. Butler said, I think we could still use a lot of improvement, but over like every single week we've improved quite a bit. So I think if we keep improving, I think we have a pretty good shot. Yeah.
Okay. You have had a great career at Southridge. No doubt about that whatsoever. Gonna miss not seeing you up here. You got post-graduation plans?
So for the longest time, I was gonna be like a music education major, and like I still want to do that. But then I took a class to like teach middle schoolers music, and it's going. So I might not be doing that. I don't really like teaching kids.
It is challenging. I have been, to be honest, when I went to college, I was deciding whether I was going to do this or get into the field of education. And I think maybe a lot of the people that have seen me do this wish I would have got into the field of education. But I know whatever you do, you're going to do well. You got a university of choice maybe that you would like to look at?
Yeah, I'm looking at quite a few. WKU is a good option. I like their campus a lot, and I'm also looking at USI and ISU.
Well, I know Western Kentucky is good. I'm actually one of the staff members at USI. I'm in their sports department along with Oakland City University and Evansville. And my son went to Indiana State. So I think you've got some pretty solid choices there, young man. And I know whatever you do, you're going to do really well. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right. Great seniors here. As we're rolling down, I got some excellent interviews here. As signing in and heading to our Gaslight Pizza and Grill YouTube page. Reminder, this is our final fall installment. We'll be getting into our winter installment of Raider Wednesday in a month or so. Let us tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Hi, I'm Trenton Brames.
Okay, Got you right. I like this. And I will tell us, if you don't know, these are very informal, and if you want to get a little crazy and cheer and stuff, that's okay. That's all right. How long you been in band?
I've been in band since 6th grade, but this is my 5th year marching.
That is something. What instrument do you play?
I play the baritone saxophone.
That is good. Nothing I get as far as pop music, and I was program director at Wits for a long time, and I always liked the pop music that had the great sax solos in there. and I always thought that the guy playing the saxophone always got the girl. Is that the case?
Not for me.
No, I tell you what, pal, I think your time's coming. I really do. So anyway, I think that's great. The instrument you played, as you look back, do you have a specific highlight of your band time?
Definitely my 8th grade and freshman year, being able to step on Lucas Oil Stadium. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can't play. I mean, I really admire what you guys do because I can't play the flutophone. That's what they wanted us to play back at grade school at in New Albany. But you guys, it takes something to get out there, and you're smart. You've been associated with band for a long time. How good can this band be this year?
I think we can be pretty good. I think we've got a lot more time to keep improving and make it far.
One thing that a coach told me a long time ago, and I think it's good for anything that you're trying to do in life, you want to be 1% better today than you were yesterday, and 1% better tomorrow than you were today. Does that sound like something that would fit with you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right. You have had an outstanding career at Southridge. I'm gonna miss not having you up here. Do you have post-graduation? Do you have post-graduation plans?
I'm thinking about studying neuroscience. I'm not sure where yet.
Yeah, I gotta sit back for a minute. I'm the dumb media guy. You're talking, and I had a pretty good idea about this anyway. But, you know, you look at this, I know band is extraordinarily important, but academics are extraordinarily important for you, aren't they?
Yes, very important.
Neuroscience, I don't have a clue. I'm an IU graduate. I know they have a pretty good med school. I think Purdue might be an opportunity, so a possibility maybe to keep you in state, I hope.
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking about either of those right now.
All right. And my gosh, now you want to talk about the best and brightest. Any chance of getting you back here in Southwest Indiana?
It just depends on where life takes me. I'd love to come back.
We sure would love to have you back. You see this old bag of bones here, I'm going to need somebody to keep it going in a few years. About the time you get out, I'm probably going to need you big time. So you are a great example of what you can do in high school, the success and the achievements you can have. I respect what you've done a great deal, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
We sign it here. I tell you what, too, if the dude becomes a neuroscientist, whatever you become, you can forget about the saxophones. He's going to get all the girls anyway. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
I'm Stephany Galdamez.
So it is good to have you up here. And how long have you been in band?
I joined band in 8th grade, and I've been marching for 4 years.
You know, this is kind of a thing here. I'm seeing a lot of things. So there's a lot of you guys that have been together for a long time.
Yeah.
Is this, and I'm guessing from this, these guys are friends that you'll have for a long time.
I would like to think so, yeah, but everybody's just going a different place, so hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. What instrument do you play?
I play the flute.
Oh, that is great. You've been playing the flute all along. That's a beautiful instrument. Been playing that since the beginning?
Yeah, when I joined in 8th grade.
Okay. Is it called, and like I said, I try to learn something when I'm up here every Wednesday. If I'm correct, if you play the flute, are you called, it's not a flutist, it's a flautist, isn't it?
I think? I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, I try, if I get a smart person up here, I try to pick their brain a little bit if I can. As you look back at your band career, what's been a highlight for you?
A highlight has definitely been making a lot of good memories with a bunch of different people.
That's good. And you were on the field at Lucas Oil,
Yeah.
Liza, weren't you?
Yes, I was. It was my freshman year.
What were your memories of that? How did it feel walking out on the field?
It felt good. It was definitely a different experience than walking onto a regular football field at a high school. It was very different. It felt good.
You know your stuff pretty well on this. We've got 12 really good seniors in this, but we have some young folks. We have some newbies in this band. Are they melding together pretty well?
I would think so. It's definitely a learning curve for everybody since it's very different, but I do want to say that everybody's learning pretty well.
That's good. That is very, very good. You have had an outstanding career at Southridge. I'm going to miss not being able to talk to you after this year, at least not in this context. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yes, I'm either first off, I'm going for nursing and it possibly might go to pre-med route.
Wow. And I'm getting into this. We got maybe a couple of doctors in. This is something. Everything you do extracurricular is important. Band is important. There's a lot of things that you learn that are important, but you are really great academically, and that's the real deal. You're particular about what you do with the books, aren't you?
I would like to think so, but there's always like places where I struggle, specifically math.
I had a few spots in that direction myself. You have a university that you might be leaning toward.
I'm in between two, both USI and possibly IU Southeast.
Well, you have a university that I work for, and also a university that I actually took a class at, because I was at Indiana University and came back home to New Albany, took a class there. So either way you go, you're going to do really, really well. And hopefully any chance we can get you back here?
Possibly, yeah. I have a lot of family that's here, but just seeing where the wind takes me.
You're going to be good wherever you go and whatever you do. I want to thank you for being with us tonight.
But thank you.
All right, I don't know why I get surprised, but such a great bunch of young men and women. And come on out here and grab a seat on the YouTube stage.
Hello.
Hello. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
My name is Zack Hillenbrand.
Okay. Everybody here's got a fan club. I think this is good. How long you been in band?
So I joined band in 6th grade, and I've been marching for 5 years.
That is incredible. There's a bunch of you guys that have been together pretty much a long time.
Oh yeah. It's been quite the journey, I would say.
How, these, if I'm guessing, and I know I graduated from New Albany well over 50 years ago, but some of my best pals are ex-teammates from my days at New Albany, and I presume that's going to be this way for you. What instrument do you play?
So I play the trumpet.
Outstanding.
Oh yeah.
Some of the best pop songs I've had on have a great trumpet section in. The group Chicago had some outstanding trumpets in it, so I'm a big fan. What made you decide to play the trumpet?
I think it was just my calling. They actually tried to get me to play the clarinet, but I just knew it wasn't for me. I had to go for the trumpet.
And I've tried it. Friends have given me a trumpet before. I can't even get a doggone sound out of the thing. It just comes out like stupid air. You have to have pretty good lung control to play the trumpet, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not for the weak. No.
I wussed out on that, I can tell you that. But what's been a highlight for you in your time with the band?
So it's kind of the basic answer, but I have been to state finals 2 times. It was my first and my second year, so I'd say that's probably been the best moments of it.
It's pretty good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie about that. That's as good as it gets. you're one of the leaders on this, one of the seniors. Wouldn't it be nice to bookend your career by heading out with a trip to Lucas Oil this year?
Oh yeah, I would love that. It's been too long since I've been there. I think we need to go back this year.
You got a really solid senior class. You got a lot of newbies out there too. Do you think you can push them? How are the newbies integrating in?
Yeah, they're doing good. About as good as I was doing my first year. So it's nothing. They'll get better every week, and I like seeing that. Like back when we first started, the new people, maybe they weren't doing so good, and you just get to see them get better and better every week.
Well, that's good. And I tell you what, as I said at the beginning of the show, I honestly think you guys are heading back to Indy. I got that feeling, no doubt about that. You've had a great career at Southridge. Gonna miss seeing you up here, that's for sure. You have post-graduation plans?
Yep, I plan to go to USI for kinesiology and exercise science to do stuff like physical therapy.
I can't even spell kinesiology. You gotta be pretty smart for that. And I'm joking, but I'm very impressed. And I'm down at campus there on a fairly regular basis, so I'm doing their ESPN stuff there. But hope I get a chance to see you on campus. Want to thank you for being with us tonight. I know you're going to do well whatever you do.
Thank you.
I thank you. Yes, that's right. He does deserve a very good round of applause as we continue with our seniors on the USI squad as we sign in. Hello. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Kynlee Jackson.
Yeah, I like that. How long you been in band?
Technically speaking, it's been about 2.5 years. I joined my sophomore year, and junior year I had to take a break from band due to health issues.
Okay, well I'm glad you're back now. What made you decide to get in band in the first place?
Music has always been one of my passions, and I really enjoy being around all of my friends that I've met this year. It's just always been something that's been there for me no matter what. Music has always been there, and it's just a fun activity to be around.
Okay, I agree. I wholeheartedly there. What instrument do you play?
I am the second snare of the drum line this year.
Okay, that's impressive. And I always kind of like those. You have to have a special talent. You got to be right in rhythm to do that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. It does take a lot. It's usually every day hard practice, working with the metronome, trying to keep band and everybody with tempo with William this year.
That's above my head on what you do, but I am very, very impressed about that. And in the 2.5 years you've done that, what's been the biggest thing that stands out in your memory?
I would say one of the biggest things that stands out is definitely getting to be a leader this year and helping all of the underclassmen, getting to be there for them, just being a good friend to them.
I like that you take your leadership serious, and I think that's very, very good. Got a great senior class. How good have the newbies been this year?
There's been a few rough patches, but I will say I'm very, very proud of them this year. They've done great work in the few months that we've done this.
Okay, that is something, and you look like a leader to me, no doubt about that. Maybe a leader. Would you maybe be a person that gets into education in some way or shape or form for this?
I actually don't want to go into education. I have recently been accepted to the Salon Professional Academy here in Evansville. It is one of the top 2 schools in America, and I'll be going in August.
That's very, very good. And I know a little bit about that. I have a granddaughter who was in the Jasper Band that is in that now, and it is a very, very prestigious school indeed. And there's a reason I wear a hat up here. I'll put it that way. I have had people that have been working on my hair and my head. A lot of people working on my head for a long time. But I got 7 cowlicks up there. So it's not, you can't make it look good. that. But you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to take care of me pretty soon. A chance to get you back in this area here?
I actually do plan, once I graduate, staying local here for a while, build clientele, and have like a good amount of money, and then eventually move out.
Okay. I know you're gonna do it. You're gonna be very successful. I can tell from your attitude and your focus that you are gonna build a good business, and you're gonna be able to take yourself wherever you want to go. Selfishly, I'd like to see you stay around here, but I know that whatever you do, you're going to do very well, and want to thank you for joining us.
No problem. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. What a great bunch of young men and women we have on the Southridge Band. As a big class as we get signed in and continue with our senior class, and big crowd tonight. As a matter of fact, a packed house here at the Gaslight. So come on in, take a load off, and let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
My name is Beckin Jochem.
Yes, and I like that you have a fan club out there yourself. How long you been in band?
I've been doing band since middle school, 6th grade, but I've been doing it for the marching band for the past 4 years.
Okay, I'm seeing a recurring theme here. This is something that you have done for a while. So you were on the field at Lucas Oil last time we were at the state then.
Oh yeah.
What does it feel like being up there? And you are in the moment. There's a big crowd at Lucas Oil. Is there pressure?
There is definitely pressure, but it's just so surreal because, like, you see yourself on the big jumbotron, right? Like all those famous football players up there, right? Like if you watch football, right? Yeah.
Once or twice, I may have watched 1 or 2 football games over the years, possibly. But as we look at this, I know that's got to be big. Anything else stand out for you as far as the band?
Not really. No.
I tell you the thing that I have noticed, and I look at you guys out here, it looks like the chemistry with you guys, the friendship with you guys is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially because we're a small group, right? You don't have any room to be kind of against each other, right? Or have any conflict within there, right? You have to be one unit to really succeed. Right?
Okay. I don't think I've asked you this. What's your instrument?
Alto saxophone.
I love this. I'm a big fan of the sax. I talked about that up here before. What's the best thing about playing the sax?
Best thing? I don't know. I just kind of liked it whenever I chose it back in 6th grade, and that's what I've had since.
We said this. I've been a sax fan forever, and as I told the young man that was up here before, I always thought the guys that played the great sax always got the girls. And I'm sure that's been the case for you.
Yeah.
I had no doubt about that whatsoever. Absolutely none. You have certainly had an outstanding career at Southridge. Gonna miss not having you up here. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Like a buddy that was up here before me, I plan to go to USI for kinesiology and physical therapy.
Wow. I was getting to it, I kind of had an idea that the academic side of it is very, very important for you, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, don't feel bad about that. I have several gigs in my semi-retirement at Oakland City and at Evansville, and I'm also on staff at the athletic department at USI and do their ESPN stuff. So hopefully I will see you down there on campus one of the times that I'm down there, and I know you're going to do outstanding things, and I'm hoping we got to have our best and brightest back here. Is there a possibility of keeping you here in Southwest Indiana?
Oh yeah.
That's a good thing. We need young men like you to be here, no doubt about that. As you can tell, this old body is starting to crud out a little bit, so by the time you get through, I'm going to need probably having you around to put me back together again. Do you think you could do that, hopefully?
I would love to work with you. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. It's been fun.
Yeah, been a pleasure being up here.
We're continuing. Once again, 12 members of the USI Band are seniors this year. And Lanny, I think, are we still at 11 tonight? We still at 11. How many back in the back yet? I can't count. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Let us tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
My name is Izzy Leibering.
Izzy, it is good to see you again. This is one of those deals. My wife worked with your mom for a long, long period of time, as you know, and you guys have been family to me for a long, long period of time. And I want to tell you, I'm very, very proud of what you have accomplished. How many years in the band for you?
I started in 6th grade, but like so many others, I've been marching for 5 years.
This is a great senior group. I mean, outstanding. And my wife, Melanie, before I went out the door, said, you know, Izzy's graduating tonight. You got to say hi. But, you know, it is something. You got a great group. And from what I've seen, you've done a heck of a job mentoring the younger members of the band.
I definitely hope so.
What instrument do you play?
I played trumpet from 8th grade through my junior year, and I still play it, but I'm marching mellophone, which is a marching French horn.
You know, this is good because doing this show as I do, I learn stuff. And I always learn stuff from you, Izzy. So can you explain to me, a dumb person like me, what does a marching mellophone look like?
Well, it's the same as any other bell front instrument. It's bell in the front, you play it. It's kind of shaped like a trumpet or a marching baritone, but it's an alto instrument, so it's a little lower than like a trumpet.
That's good. Thank you. I've learned something today. That's a good thing. You've been with the band for a while, and kind of the standing thing is, when I asked for a highlight, was going to Lucas Oil the biggest thing in your time with the band?
I mean, like, it was definitely great, but honestly, the adrenaline was pumping so much, I barely remember it. But I really remember how happy everyone was at semi-state both times that we went to state. Like, people were crying, hugging each other. Mr. Butler fist bumped somebody. Like, it was a really good time. That's definitely one of my best memories from band.
Mr. Butler does a good fist bump. There's no doubt about that. How good can this band be? I mean, you know, you're mentoring a lot of younger band members this year. I know you're helping them out a great deal, and we're doing good stuff, but is there a chance we can go all the way back this year?
I mean, there's always a chance. I think we're going to work really hard till the end of the season and do our best to reach our full potential.
Izzy, I'm going to miss not talking to you up here. I've like I said, I've known your family a long time. Kind of gets me a little emotional, to tell you the truth. But you've had such a great career. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yes, I do. I plan to study speech language and hearing sciences or speech pathology, hopefully at Purdue, but I've got a couple of good options.
Well, I have no doubt about that. Purdue, and they're like the evil empire. I'm an IU guy. But Purdue's got a heck of a program for that, and you know what, Izzy?
Best in the state.
Yeah, it's not only the best in the state, it's one of the best in the world. And up there, they would be very, very lucky to have you. And I am going to miss you up here, and you're going to do gangbusters whatever you do. So certainly best of luck.
Thanks. Yeah, I was actually at Purdue like today. Like, I didn't even go home between Purdue and here.
I'm glad you made it tonight. You know, if I would have come here tonight and I wouldn't have got to interview you, I would have been extremely disappointed. So Izzy, thank you for coming straight. And I must like you pretty well to actually bless your going to Purdue. So that is something. Good luck to you, and you're going to be great.
Thank you.
Okay. What a great bunch of seniors. As we sign in, once again, John Songer does such a great job with this stuff. You want to see a specific interview, you can go right smack on the Gaslight Pizza and Grill YouTube page and go right to where you want to go. Hello.
Hello.
Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
I'm Olivia Rasche.
Okay. Yes. They love you, Olivia. How long you been in the band?
I've been in the band since 6th grade and the marching band since 8th grade.
That's a long time back, and that's like a million years ago, especially when you're young. What made you decide to get in band when you did?
I just really wanted to play an instrument, and whenever I saw the trombone, I knew that that's what I wanted to play. So.
Trombone's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's one of those ones that I kind of wanted to play, but I could never figure out how to get it done. Is it hard to play? You're very good at it, but is it hard to play?
I mean, I think it's pretty easy to play once you get a hang of it.
Okay. Well, that I'm certainly glad to hear. You're a veteran, like our other seniors. As you look back over your career now, was been a highlight that stands out specifically for you?
I just after every competition, waiting for awards and then getting very excited when you hear what you got.
Normally, when you're waiting, we have a tendency to do pretty good, don't we?
Yeah, we have, and yeah.
And I've asked the others this too, and I don't have the feel for this, how it feels in the biggest band situation in the state to walk out on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium knowing you're one of the very, very best.
Yeah, it was really cool just seeing how big the stadium was, and then just knowing that we have worked hard enough to get there.
You've also done a great job mentoring the younger band members. Has that been and I know you've done a good job, has that been fulfilling, fun?
Yeah, for my section we haven't really got a lot of new younger members, but helping the other sections, yeah, it's been fun.
If there is one thing we gotta punch, we gotta work on, is there one thing that we need to really push on as we get ready for that big run coming up?
I don't know, I just think we just need to keep on working hard and practice our music, and we will do good.
I know, I have no doubt about that, none at all. You had a great career. We've loved having you up here. Going to miss not having you up here in the future. Do you have post-graduation plans?
I want to do electrical engineering, but I'm not sure where.
You guys are blowing my brains out tonight. I'm expecting basket weaving or something like that for some of you, so you'll at least be like me. But electrical engineering, holy cow. I'm going to be Mr. Obvious here, that academics are very, very important to you.
Yeah, I like school.
Yeah. I liked it, but it didn't like me as much as it likes you, I can tell you that. Electrical engineering, from what I know, I can't believe I'm shooting business their way tonight. Purdue has a really good electrical engineering program. And also, if I remember correctly, I've spent a great deal of time, I do freelancing for Indiana State. Not talking about them, though, they're a great university, but Rose-Hulman is, I believe, maybe the top one in the country for that.
Yeah, I went up there and visited, and I liked it.
Have you made a choice?
No, I haven't. I'm just going to wait and see what happens.
I know whatever you do, you're going to do outstanding. And electrical engineering, do you have something specifically in mind at the end when you get that degree?
No, not right now. I'm just going to, again, see what happens. But yeah.
Okay. You're very smart. You are a leader. Why I still love doing this after all these years. And you got a beautiful smile. So that is something. I'm just blown away by you guys. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. Best of luck. Hopefully we can get back to Lucas Oil one more time.
Yeah, that would be great. Good for the senior year.
Thanks again. Wow. Great band members and very intelligent. As we're signing in and getting ready here. Coming on up. Hi.
Hi.
Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
Hi, I'm Merideth Smith.
I've never had anybody yell for me like that before. So I'll just siphon off a little bit of yours for a minute. And that's something. You are beloved. How long you been in band?
This is actually my first year.
First year. Wow. What made you decide as a senior to come into band? And we're certainly glad you did.
Just all my friends. I have a lot of friends in band. I just wanted to see what it was about.
Okay, that's good. What instrument do you play?
I play bass, drum 3, and drumline.
My dance is called the Ferber Fake because I have no rhythm whatsoever. So I'm very impressed by what you guys do. You got a heck of a group there that work well together, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
What has been a highlight for you up to this point in time?
Probably being able to hang out with all my friends and making new ones along the way.
And as a senior, and I can tell this, but as a senior, you're not only new in band, but you're one of the leaders of this band at the same time. And I think you've done it, from what I've heard, I think you've done a really good job.
Yeah, I would say so.
I like that very much. How good can this band be this year? And what do you see if you're looking out the next couple of months? What do you see happening with this band?
I think if we really try hard, we can make it to Lucas Oil.
I think you can too. I really, really do. I think it's great. It takes guts to do what you did, to join your senior year, and I think that's great that you've done that. And I know you're going to be successful whatever you do. Do you have post-graduation plans?
I actually got accepted to the Salone Professional Academy in Evansville.
Well, you've heard my speech on that then. I'm familiar with that. I have a granddaughter, Dakota, that is down there now, and she's doing great things. And I know you're going to do great things too. I'm going to say this, anybody that can work on this head, there's a reason that hat's on, is got to be pretty good. Is there a chance we could keep you here?
I plan on staying here for a little bit and then eventually moving somewhere else in Indiana.
Okay, well, that place in Indiana will be very lucky. That's what I did. I grew up in New Albany, and I didn't ever figure I'd be here, but I've been here for 45 years now, and it's been a good thing. So I know you're going to find your place, and you're going to do very, very well. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Great bunch of seniors. I'm not the best in the counting in the world, Lanny. Is that 11? One more? Okay. I don't want to hurry this. I'm having fun up here tonight. Let's tell everybody out there in YouTube land who you are.
I'm Katelyn Wright.
Ah, yes, Katelyn. How long have you been in band?
This is my second year.
Okay, so you're not a newbie, but you decided your junior year to come. What made you decide to join band your junior year?
I had a lot of friends in it, so I just thought it would be really fun.
You know what? I think if I would have been in this bunch from what I've seen, and had seen all of you guys out there, I probably would have wanted to get in band too. It seems like this is a very fun bunch to be around.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. What's your instrument?
I'm in color guard.
Okay. Well, once again, I'll get to this. I have the utmost respect for what you guys do. You have to be perfectly in place. Everybody's got to be moving in the right direction. And you have to have a better memory than I do, because I don't think they let you have a piece of paper out there while you're in the contest to see, well, I've got to walk here, here, and here. Do they?
No, they don't.
Okay, all right, but what's your favorite thing about being in the color guard?
I like my show this year. I'm a soloist this year, so it's really fun. Yeah.
Wow. Second year I mean, that shows you're doing certainly something right. And what is our show? I should have asked Mr. Butler about this. What is our show this year?
It's called Reign of Madness.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to make sure that I get to see you guys in competition this year, because I know you're gonna be very, very good. You had a great career at Southridge, and I still like doing this after many, many years. Do you have post-graduation plans?
Yes, I do. I'm looking at a couple different colleges right now, but I'm planning on majoring in music education.
Think you could help Mr. Butler out one of these days? Maybe come back to Southridge or in the neighborhood?
Probably, but I'm more of a vocal emphasis. I would rather be like a choral director or something.
Now that was my bailiwick back in the day with Mr. Carter at New Albany High School. I was a 3-year choir member back at NAHS, so I'm looking for, I know you have a beautiful voice. When will I be able to hear you sing or see you sing somewhere?
We have The Music Man, our musical, in February, and then I also sing at Redemption Church in Jasper.
Well, Pastor Land's a very good friend of mine, so, kudos to there. And first thing I do when I get home is I'm gonna say, Melanie, we're gonna get tickets for The Music Man, because I want to see you then. And I was a thespian back in the day myself in Mr. Weatherston's New Albany High School theater program back in the 70s, and it's a bunch of fun. I know I wasn't as talented as you, but I do want to thank you for being with us. Look forward to seeing you in the band, and in February seeing you in The Music Man, and maybe directing a choir somewhere in the vicinity down here?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, wow.